Hey friends, welcome back to APinkeClothlife, or welcome if you are brand new here. If you love real life budgeting, cash stuffing on a low income, and honest money conversation, you are in the right place. And baby girl is still not fixed. She's still tender, but we're going to work with her today, okay? Now this video, guys, today is going to be I wanted to do this for the people that if you don't have a lot of cash to cash stuff for like your sinking funds, like if you only have a small amount, and sometimes you think to yourself, I wish I could be doing more. I wish I could be cash stuffing, y'all, because I ain't cash stuffing this much. I'm doing what I have extra. This is what we're going to be doing. I feel like I'm pretty much like almost like starting over. I don't know. That's what I feel like. All right. But before we jump in today's video, guys, I did get a beautiful package. Let me move this. It's from Roseforever in New York. Y'all, these are so pretty. This is the non-lavender roses crystal box. And I got a small one because I think this will fit better on my desk. So these are pretty much, which Roseforever is a New York based rose brand launched in 2019. And they design like luxury rose boxes with natural roses that will last for pretty much a year. I have some other ones and they've lasted a lot, but look at this. Oh my gosh. These are so cute. And I got these for Valentine's Day because, y'all, they're having a cute little sale on Valentine's Day. I do have a coupon code in the description box. It's Tina V Day 20. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All right, so these are so beautiful. So I am actually I left a little space, as y'all could see. I'm going to actually put these on my desk now. I love to like spruce up my desk and kind of switch up things a little bit. And Roseforever always helps me do that. So thank you. I am actually going to put this in there. Isn't that cute? Now let's get back into today's topics because this one is an important one. So before we get there, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss these real life budgeting videos. All right, let's get with it. Cash stuffing is fun. Sinking funds are fun. Savings challenges are super fun. But the thing that's not fun is being stressed because you're stuffing money you actually need for necessities. And I see it all the time where sometimes in the comments, I see people feeling discouraged because they can't stuff like 500 or 1,000. So they feel like they're doing their budgeting the wrong way. But let me say this clearly, guys, okay? Budgeting is not about how much you stuff. It's about how realistic you are. So today I'm only stuffing $60. And guys, I want you to see why that still counts, okay? So this is going to be a big aha moment. So this is where people get confused. What comes first? So we're going to discuss that, okay? And I want to know your comments below too, what you think about this, okay? So cash stuffing, sinking funds, savings challenge, or debt. When to save first. So I feel like you save first when your necessities are paid, you're not behind on bills, you're already met your minimum debt payments, and you have extra money left over. That's where I'm at today. So that's my spot. I already paid more than my planned debt payment. I even sent an extra $25 today. So that extra effort is why I'm allowing myself to save today the extra $60. And another thing is when you pay debt first, you focus on it when you're living paycheck to paycheck, your bills are tight, your minimum payments feel super stressful, and you're using your savings to survive. In that season, saving small is definitely okay. Debt and necessities come first. So, new concept. Aha. So think of budgeting like a ladder, y'all. You don't climb to the next rung until the one below it is solid. What, Tina? I like that. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so why small stuffing matters. And I'm going to go ahead and take my little cash out. My little cash, little ching ching. All right. All right, so not everyone has $500 to stuff. Not everyone has $1,000 to stuff. And if you force yourself to overstuff envelopes, guess what happens? You go right back in and you pull it out. I have been there. I have done that. And I'm saying it from experience, okay? So that's why I always say, stuff what you can afford to leave alone. So budgeting is about peace, y'all, not pressure. All right, so if this already makes sense to you, comment makes sense down below, or just say, hey girl, this makes sense. All right, drop me an emoji, do whatever you got to do to let me know this makes sense. Okay. All right, so today, like I said, I'm going to be using my sinking funds binder, and we have 20, 30, 40. Ooh, my money's all jacked up. 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Told you guys this is going to be a fast video. All right, so I already stuffed my nails, and yes, my nail is broke, and it was hurting really bad, but it got better. But because little buddy wasn't feeling good too, everything worked out, and so I still have my $60 inside of here, which is perfect, and I can add to it if I need to. But for right now, we just have 60 bucks in there, and I just got to make an appointment when this bad boy heal up. All right, so realistically, next for my Amazon Prime, I'm not going to hit the 140 before it is due in early February. So I'm not going to hit that. So I'll be pulling that from my emergency funds, and it automatically debits for my Chase card. So I'm going to actually put the cash on my Chase card. So when it comes out, it'll be there. And then that'll be like a wash for that. So this is a great example of adjusting. But I don't feel like I failed, even though I didn't have it funded, but I do have the extra cash to put towards it. So I don't feel like it's a total fail. Maybe a flunk, but not a fail. All right, so next we have car property taxes. These are totally due June 5th and December 5th. So each car today will get 15. And I am going to do $30 for this. So I'm going to do 2, 1, 2. So we're going to do a 20 and a 10. So I got 20, 30, 40, 45. All right, so we got $45. All right, so next we have oil change and inspections. So I did drop the ball here, so I'm restarting, and this gets whatever I can add, even if it's like a small amount. So this will get $5, and this pretty much means that this deserves attention. So we got add cash. So 122. So I'm going to be adding just $5. All right, next we have car. So this will be like kind of like car wipers, fluids, little things, kind of like a buffer envelope. So this will be getting $5 too. Okay. All right, so next we have massage. Okay, so I wasn't going to really put any, we're going to do 10 for massage, and then I'm going to do, yeah, we're going to do 10 for massage. All right, so massage, we're going to add cash, and this is self-care. I was going to skip it, but I was like, I need to start back doing this to have something, you know, relaxing to do for myself. And that's like my me time also with my nails. And next I have Coffee Bar. So Coffee Bar, I just feel like this is important to me because, like I said, I get to make my coffee at home, so I don't spend money every single day getting coffee. And I'm not saying not to stop and get coffee, because there's not going to be a time where I probably won't stop and get a Starbucks or get a Joe Beans. But it's something that helps me from spending money every single day on coffee. So this is where I can get coffee things home. I need to get an espresso machine. But I wouldn't know how to work the doggone thing. So we're going to add $10 for this. And like I said, when you're filling up your sinking funds, fill things up that are important to you. Not because my coffee bar might not be important to you, because that's not something that you consider saves you money, something that you enjoy. Figure out what is super important to you that you want to save for and have cash for if anything comes up, okay? So just keep that in mind. All right, so the rest of the things in the back that I have, microblading, I didn't add to those. My credit card, I didn't do Christmas. I didn't do my Kauai fruit. Sweater weather, I told you guys, I have these in the back. If I have money to add to it, I do. If I don't, I don't. Kauai savings challenge is for budgeting planner supplies. Let me show you this. I didn't show you guys this is for sweater weather, for sweater clothes. This is Kauai fruit. This is a save a quick 100. You can put this in like your SYA. What is this one? All right, and then I have, my groceries over budget. And this one is my Teddy savings. And then this is a fun one. This is a word search. So like I said, if I have cash, if I feel like, I want to add to those, I will. If not, I don't. So remember, you don't quit challenges. You just pause them. And yeah, that's a new aha moment again. So budgeting isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing the right things for the season you're in. So if you are on a tight budget, guys, right now, you are not behind. You're being intentional. All right. So if this video helped you understand, it's a quick one. When to save, when to pay debt, and how to stuff realistically, give us a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, guys. And you can also visit my website, www.APinkeClothlife.co, for budgeting tools. Check out the description box for Roseforever New York. Watch my other cash stuffing videos and debt payoff videos linked below. And let me know if you are budgeting realistically or you just throwing in them numbers. Let me know. All right. Okay, guys. So thank you all for being here. I'll see you in the next one. And until next time, guys. Peace.